El Camino is kind of a joke in the Breaking Bad community, and is often seen as a mid-movie, not really adding anything to the Breaking Bad universe. But, me personally, I disagree. I think it does have value, and is a necessary inclusion to the universe. This is my defence of El Camino. First, is that as a movie, it's very good. It's shot well, probably even better than the show due to the higher budget. Acted well, a strong performance from Aaron Paul, as always. And directed well by Vince Gilligan. It's also a very good action thriller. The scenes with the police chasing Jesse are very convincing. We see Jesse having to avoid the police many times throughout the movie. All of which are very tense scenes, like when Ed calls the police.
Take your money.
Or when Jesse breaks into Todd's old apartment, but sees the police break in, who seemingly arrest him, only to find out that they weren't real police and were just in it for the money. One of which used to work with Jack and Todd's old gang. The film also gives closure to many characters like Badger and Pete, who help Jesse via Badger parking his car at the Mexican border. We also get to see how helpful Skinny Pete could be, as he came up with a plan. We also see Jesse wear Skinny Pete's hat throughout the movie, showing us, as the audience, that Jesse still cares about his friends.
Yo, Skinny. Why are you doing all this? Dude, you're my hero and shit.
We also get a few cameos from Ed the Superior, Mike, Walter, and of course Jane. All of which, well, fanservicey, do have a purpose in the movie. But getting to my main point of the video, the film completes Jesse's story, and leaves us as the audience satisfied. The movie starts with Mike having a conversation. Jesse asks Mike where he would move. Mike answers saying he would move to Alaska. But we also get probably the most important moment of dialogue in the entire film.
Things right. No. Sorry, kid. That's the one thing you can never do.
This starts the movie perfectly, as the movie really is about Jesse learning to put things right. Something Mike said you could not do, but Jesse does indeed do it. Saying goodbye to Badger and Skinny Pete, and take for example his phone call with his parents. Jesse ensures that his parents don't get involved with him, ensuring that they are safe, and also he has a moment of truth with him when he says,
Well, you did your best.
And whatever happened with me, it's on me. Okay? Nobody else.
this shows that despite his torture, Jesse still has humanity. As throughout the movie, we see flashbacks with Jesse and Todd. One particular scene showing the humiliation of Jesse, being hung from the ceiling while his captors treat him like a dog, forcing him to run to trying to escape, knowing very well that he cannot. Completely destroying Jesse's morale, and showing us how tortured Jesse really has. Something only really implied in the show. We also get to see Jesse and Todd's quote-unquote relationship, which shows a more humane kind of side to Todd, who in his mind is trying to help Jesse, and thinks that they are friends, while Jesse in reality totally hates Todd. A good example of this is when Todd kills an old woman, and forces Jesse to help bury her in the desert. When Todd asks Jesse to fetch cigarettes, he finds a gun in the glove compartment, and threatens to shoot Todd. Now we obviously know Jesse doesn't shoot him, but it's still a tense scene, as it's highly possible that Todd could beat up Jesse. But Jesse, due to being so broken, is unable to shoot Todd, and gives him the gun.
Come on. Look at that view. Should be a heck of a sunset.
the gunfight scene. After agreeing with Ed that he'd pay him money, Jesse tracks down Neil, the fake cop, in order to get the money. Jesse then negotiates and gets a gun duel with him. The first really stereotypical Western thing in the universe, where this happens. Now this scene is kind of flawless, as it puts all the things Jesse has learned into one scene. Then the negotiation skills of Saul, hiding a second weapon in order to survive and win, Walter's creativity, carrying a second gun in order to kill Neil's accomplice, Mike, and threatening the rest of the people there to ensure they don't go to the police, Gus's ruthlessness. All telling us that Jesse has learned the necessary skills to survive. That's why he, unlike Walt, Mike and Gus, can survive, as he put all their skills together in order to survive, showing us why Jesse has survived despite his circumstances. After this, we get a restaurant scene where Jesse and Walt talk first about business, but then they talk about what they want to do after the meth business. Walt then suggests that Jesse should go to college and learn business. After this, we get a line that perfectly encapsulates Walter as a character.
You're really lucky, you know that? You didn't have to wait your whole life to do something special.
This is true, as Walter had, up until becoming a meth cook, a boring, tedious and mundane life. But as soon as he started, he had no fear, and was the best at what he did, which gives him satisfaction, a very important line, which illustrates my point that this movie did indeed have a purpose, and expands on themes from the show. Jesse gets out of the van trunk and is in Alaska somewhere where Mike wanted to move. Jesse is given a rundown. He gets in a car and he drives off. We see in Ed's hand a letter addressed to Brock. Jesse drives off, where we get a flashback to Jane. Jesse talks about accepting Jane's philosophy of going where the universe takes her, but she says that's dumb. She tells him to live his life via taking control, which, in the ending, Jesse finally does. The camera cuts to Jesse wearing a beige jumper. The beige commonly symbolising normalcy in Breaking Bad, showing he is no longer in the meth business and is essentially innocent. And that is where the movie ends. Now, hopefully I explained myself well. I think that El Camino is a necessary addition to the Breaking Bad universe, and helps draw a close to Jesse Pinkman's story arc, in a concise, clear and satisfactory way. That is my defense of El Camino.
I don't know what to tell you. I ain't said like 500 times already. I have no idea where he is. Don't know where he's headed either. North, south, west, east, Mexico, the moon. I don't have a clue. But yo, even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Because I've been watching the news, same as everybody else. I seen that little cage of his they kept him in. I heard about what all they did to him to make sure he kept cooking. So sorry. I don't know what to tell you. No way I'm helping you people put Jesse Pinkman back inside a cage.